shitter. How are you, Jack? Oh, holy shit. The boys are in. You bow that, you bowser, you. Alright, Harpo, how's it going? How are you doing, you big bowser, you? Shout out to all the bowsies out there. Yeah, I used to be a bowsy, and now me missus has turned me into a housey. How are you, Pop? So here, I have a mate. We got them on. Anyway, how's the fun? Yeah. I see you diving in the sea, you big bowser. You've got more balls than I have, bro, and you always have had that, you know, balls. Next level balls. Like, you know, and I love seeing you and the brother out there, you know, doing shit together, man, diving in the sea, fucking. You know, when I'm over the moon, I am. So, yeah, if you're not sub to Harpo, just go give him a sub. A real G. You know, and I grew up with him. He's a good lad. You know. Like father, like son. Yeah, that was a tough guy. And you're every bit of him. How are you? You're the bleeding image of him. How are you, Benjamin? UFC this weekend, Strickland versus that fucking Drickus. That's his name. UFC. Well, listen, it's like, thank God me and you are out of that system now. You know, it's like, look how far you've come. You know, both of us ain't here. But guess what? The fucking both of us are watching over us. And more exactly like us. Me and you. You're the image of your dad. Out of all of them, you look like, and it's the same with me, Mark, Alex, and Jenny. You know, Mark looks like me dad. You know. But I'll see you jumping in the fucking sea, man. I bet your nipples still be like fucking bullets. Look out. Liverpool Jack is going to win the league. And it kills me. But look at, I am a football fan, right? I'm not just a Man United fan. I'm a football fan too. And I live about 10 minutes from the Etihad. And my mother, she's like 5 minutes. Well, she's not 5 minutes from anywhere because she's dead. But me mother's house was 5 minutes from the Etihad, and I live about 10 minutes from it. Depending how fast I go on my scooter down the canal. You know, the other day on the way back, I hit a cobble and I nearly done a haywire into the canal on my own. You know, it's one thing diving into the canal with nothing on, but diving into a canal with your whole clothes and a big fucking jacket and a scooter on top of you. Harpo, can you remember when we were kids when I nearly drowned in Blue Bell? Can you remember that? And your daddy come to my rescue, the same as your mammy come to my rescue too. Your ma put me out and your dad got me out. You know, they were all in the flats that day. Me, you, Kenneth and all, we went. No, back then I couldn't. Trevor, do you know what happened? Me and two other lads, right? Myself and Harpo's brother Kenneth and Willie Brennan were going over to Richie's to admire what was in the fucking skip on the yard, being slabs of fucking Richie mint, and the locks are like that. Kenneth's in front of me, I'm in the middle, Willie Brennan's next to me. Next of all, I go, fuck off. I sink and get sucked into the hole. You know that where the water comes out of the gate? I got sucked into it like that. And the water pressure, I couldn't move. So Harpo star, Lord rest his soul, a couple of other people, individuals, Shay Top, David Top star, he fucking dived in. Christy Fitzpatrick was there that day. You know, I nearly fucking drowned, you know. Honestly, and here's the thing. The best thing about telling a story is having credibility to back you up. Fuck yous. I told you, sir. His daddy pulled me out and his mommy put me out. Firebug. Yeah, he'll tell you the rest. I tell you what, anyway, here, Trevor, I'd like to introduce you to one of my old friends, Harpo, from the same housing estate. Harpo, that's me cousin in there, Trevor Knowles. Okay, you know me Uncle Joe and his dad are brothers. Trevor, you know Harpo is a good pal of our uncle's. He fucking rings him every day and he doesn't even fucking ring me, the bollocks. You know. But no, I've a lot, like I said, I know I say things and what have you, no, but your family's your family, you know. And the good thing about telling stories is, listen, if you're fucking lying, some cunt will come out and say, "Yeah, what you lying for?" No, you didn't. You see, his daddy, along with a couple of other daddies, were in the flats that day and fucking within seconds they were jumping 2 sets of railinses and diving in to fucking try save my life, and they saved me life. His daddy got me out and his mammy pumped me out. You see, some cunt robbed me skateboard, beat the shit out of me for a long time and wouldn't leave me alone. No names. Hello Costello. And he was sitting in a car one day and I was like, I'm fed up with this cunt. His mates ain't with him. Now, I was a kid, Harper, I'll tell you. But yeah, I was crafty enough to sneak up beside the car and do that. And then stupid enough to go over and look into it. Boom! Now look at you. And somebody told me I robbed that story on somebody. No, I didn't. Ask Harpo. His ma pumped me out. I was on fire. She put Vaseline gauze all over me. You know, he'll tell you. You know, I was a little devil. But he was a bigger devil. A pair of devils. Yeah, there's no fucking numbers here. The pair of us were devils. But we've got a lot of life experience between the two of us. You know, and it shows how we're rare than our kids, and it's fucking great. I love it. You know, I'd like to see my old friend and his big brother and what he's done for Cherry Orchard as a community. Like I said, when I left there, it was so different. You know, but watching Cherry Orchard Running Club go, and as a strategist, I look at that in another 3 years and it'll have thousands of members, and fucking I'm so delighted because the man's put the work in. You know, and I used to go to school with him, sat next to him in class, you know, for years, and I always copied him. Even I couldn't dance, and I remember watching him and Eddie Douglas dancing in the mirror, man, in his room, eating ham sandwiches with extra mayonnaise. You know, watching him doing this and all, kind of, and all, and I used to follow him, watching how he fucking danced and all, you know. The same with Eddie Douglas, man. Like, I don't know what Eddie he uses coolness, you know. Back then, like I said, a lot of my friends like had bigger brothers. You know, I never had a bigger brother, but if I needed to be checked, one of the lads off the house and estate, I didn't have like, you know, a reputation for a tough guy. I had a reputation for a fucking idiot. But I love me mates, and that was my reasoning behind taking the blame. Like, yeah, listen, like I said, man, it's like when you're young, you always want to impress your elders, and me and Harper, we grew up that way, you know, uh, in a place where you get fucking nicknames, in a place where you have people like that, look, but everything's about respect in the city that I left, but it's definitely a different city left, it's a more scary city. Because when I left, it's like ecstasy. It suffocated Ireland, and most of my pals, I'll put it another way, right? I'd say out of every 10 of my pals, 8 of them ended up going raving. And there's no better feeling than taking your first half or quarter of an ecstasy tablet and being surrounded by all your mates, all the bigger lads, all the OGs, and they're all there, and you know that if anybody even barks or looks at you crooked, hey, have you seen what's behind me? And I'm not talking about football church, I'm talking about an army of barbarians all coming together in one fucking area, and if they hit one of us, hit us all. Know that. And I was just lucky to get into it. And stupid as well. But myself and none of my mates, our mates hadn't got money. They were struggling themselves to pay the bills, My ma had the Vincent de Paul knocking at the door when I was a kid. And my father worked. But once I hit 15, I was like, listen, I like to work, so I want to put work in. So I was given a job and I did it. And being around every bowsy at the time, from Clondalkin, Ballier and Tally, some from Finglas, some from Blanche, send it. Myself and Harrow there waiting to get in the back of sides at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ballier's youngest raver. I witnessed it. Ballier's stupidest raver. I take the prize for that. Everybody fucking loved each other, Dougie used to say to me, Jude, I fucking love you. Gibbo used to say to me, Jude, I fucking love you. I love you too. I love you too. Rest in peace to Paul Douglas. That was a shame, that. When Paul Douglas died, so did his big brother Neil. He died inside because he didn't protect his little brother, and he felt guilty for it. It's a funny thing. My 2 brothers don't take drugs. Ever. Never. They drink, but they're not like me. I was a heroin addict, a coke addict, a crack addict, a tablet addict, anything you can get your fucking hands on addict. Yeah, I did it all by myself. And now we're on the other side of it, without a tooth in me head, but with a shitload of experience of the life I wasted. Speaking of wasted, most of my life I've been wasted. tortures. What's the weather like up in Ballyfermot nowadays? Hey, old friend. You know, do you know what I miss, Harpo, right? I miss a game of Don, you know. And, you know something, right? I want you to do me a favour if you're still listening. If you see Pat McGuire, will you do me a favour and tell him to fucking sort his neck out? He said he was coming to visit me. You see, when I left Dublin at 21, Sam Maguire was at to save me life in Mountjoy prison. He was at to save me from getting really hurted. And another lad called Martin was a cleaner at the time now. All I'll say is, without them two people in that prison at the time, I'd have been seriously maimed, hurted, or blinded. You know, in objection certain to me, fuck that. You know, but I'll always be grateful to Big Sam because without that radio, you know, I'd have been fucked. You know, I've never been that afraid in all my life, you know what I mean? Because it's like when you go to Mountjoy prison, your mates ain't there here. You know, and all because of a stupid nightclub and a liberty that my old boss took. He didn't do his homework. You can't just move into the city centre and think you're gonna put a tent in it. You know, hey, do you understand? Any fucking city that has docks, listen to me. People near to those docks run the city. Back then and anyway, I didn't even know what I was getting involved in. You know, like I see it now, you know, it's like, yeah, it was fun and all, but you just, fucking hell, man, I was so reckless back then, you know, and what you don't realise is you bring wolves to your own Mars door, you know, and what you gonna do if you haven't got a big brother to back you up, or 3 or 4 of them, you know, and if you break the rules, you break the rules, and, you know, it's like, but it's what you do after you break the rules, you know, like where I'm from, we want to be remembered for doing positive things, not for what the media call Ballyfermot. You see, I have friends up there and family that do good things in the community, but the cunts never write about that. You know, they never write about my friend being an inspiration, having people getting out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning to go on fucking jogs on a Sunday. Do you understand? He's transformed so many people's mindsets up there, this geezer, with a fucking running club, and it's a fucking force to be reckoned with. And I believe, boy, in another 10 years, there'll be about a marathon amount of people associated and joined to that coach, Ken O'Driscoll, coach by Ken, and he's the best coach I know in Dublin, and I know a load of good coaches. But when it comes to conditioning, nutrition, all that shit, me, I'll tell you one thing, it's the best €50 a week, whatever the fucking is. You know, like I watch from afar, you know, I watch from England and I see it. I just see it, it's getting bigger and bigger, and it's like he's turning ex-addicts, current addicts, into runners. Do you understand? Some of them are running for the first time and they're spewing their guts up and everyone's laughing, you know, and that's all the badness leaving you, and this geezer can help you with that. You know, I'm proud of his achievements, and I wish he was on more subs on YouTube than I was, because it's like it's a bigger audience, and it's like the fact that, you know, like I said, in order to be called a coach, it's like you have to work at it. You know, it's not just handed to you. You know, you have to have special qualities that the next fella next to you doesn't. Me, all listen to me now. I'm not a tough man, a hard man, or a fighting man, but see, me hands will tell you a different story. Yeah, you see how uneven that is. That's from not missing people's faces. But not everything is about fucking violence or being a tough guy. I come from tough guy land. I know real fucking tough guys. But they don't go around telling the world how fucking tough they are. Do you understand? Because their ma could be watching. Do you understand? Like I said here, where I used to live, you do as you're fucking told. You shut your mouth, and if you want to fucking be one of the big boys and get involved in shit, and then you end up getting into trouble for it, fucking suck it up, because you did that. You brought that to your master like I did. You know, and that's why, like, raising my son, I always used to think the day had come that he'd say to me, Dad, can I do a sleepover at me mates? You know what I'd say? Here, it ain't happening. You want to do a sleepover? It's happening here, where I can see it, or your mother can see it. You know, you're going to college, then you're going to uni. And if you don't follow my rules while you're living under my roof, well, then that's going to be a problem. But me lad was never a problem. He was a pleasure to raise. And he ended up doing his thing, going college and then going on to uni and moving to a strange country. Not so strange. We all breathe the same air and we all sleep under the fucking stairs. You know, when I was on me bollocks and I hadn't got nothing, I hadn't got 2 pence to rub together. It was an English lady that helped me. And that changed my whole outlook at life. I don't give a fuck whether you're black, white, brown, whatever. A good person is a good person, regardless whether they're English, Scottish, Protestant, Catholic. You know, it's like I used to, before I come to the UK, I'd never seen a black person in my life. I seen one on TV throwing fucking, I'm not going to say what I seen him throwing, but I'd never seen a person of colour. You know, when a lot of me friends are black and brown skinned, you know, me nephews have brown skin, you know. Me nephews are Muslim, you see, my sister's married to a Muslim man. You know, Muslims get an awful life because of a minority. It's the same in society. It's only a minority of cunts, you know. Like I said, it's like I've no problem holding my hand up and say I was a very low level drug dealer. The reason why I was a drug dealer was I was a fucking heroin addict and I didn't want to have to bark. What's the point in owning a dog and barking yourself? It doesn't make sense. And I was in the city centre, Fitzgibbon Street, and I hadn't got me mates around me to watch me back. It wasn't like the asylum. I was on me fucking own. You know, I was made aware of that. Someone from Cabra told me, here, this isn't Ballyfermot, mate. You fuck up here, you're gonna know about it. You'll end up with a muzzle and a chain around your neck. Like I said, I broke the rules and I got me hand slapped, basically. That's what it was like. It was a hand smack compared to nowadays. You know, I know what it's like to be tortured in Cherry Orchard. But here's the thing, the lads that did it, they did me the best justice ever. Because they didn't fucking kill me. Plus, without them doing that, I'd have never come into England and having me family. So, like all them lads, they were only doing that job, It's like, and that's how it was back then, I did what I was told and, you know, never opened me mouth, what have you, and that's the best way. Because if you ever tell on anybody, listen, it's a mortal sin to tell on your mate. You don't tell on your mates, no matter what's getting done to you. Well, here, I can only speak for me, But in the end, here, What did me mates ever sacrifice for me? You know, if I could have one wish before I die, it'd be to have a game of Dawn with Pat McGuire, with Michael White, myself, and Anto Larkin. Or you can throw Pablo Chopper or Harpo or Ian Gibbons or Yowzer or Luke into that pot. You know, nobody knows how to play Dawn in England. You know, and it's fucking heartbreaking. You know, 'cause I miss a game of Dawn with the lads. No cheating, no billion. And Pat McGuire was a cheating bastard, but I'll tell you one thing. My partner was the biggest cheating bastard, but he made it so obvious. Rest in peace to Robert Murray. He was the best Dawn player, best partner, best cheating bastard going. You know, like all this and fucking, you know, you can't be fucking doing that. You know, we used to jack it out. There used to be 5 of us. Me, Pat McGuire, Whitey, Bert, Anton Larkin. Only 4 people can play Dawn, right? You know. And whoever lost had to go to Phoenix Garage for the munchies. You know. I lost cards loads of times that night. Or not that night, sorry. Many nights I lost. I lost money. I lost hash. I lost me eyebrows. I lost me virginity. I lost a few things, yeah, in that house. Well, I not me virginity. Yeah, forget it. You don't want to know where that happened. In a very undignified place, being in an asylum toilet. Yeah, disgusting. You know. But saying that, most of my mates did the exact same thing. You know, crazy, swapperoo and all that. Fucking like a rock star. You know, that's what I felt like in anyway. It's like that whole asylum, 18 months. Like I said, when I come to the UK, I never went to Hacienda or, you know, but what I realised when I did come to the UK was that the asylum was the answer to Dublin's Hacienda. The asylum was just a carbon copy of the asylum, because every goon in Dublin at that time, from Ballyer, Finglas, Cabra, Tally, Drimnagh, Crumlin, wherever it may be, went there. And over the weeks, myself and a few of my mates from Ballyfermot, we ended up becoming good friends with people from all around the city, you know, with nicknames. Like most of my mates are known because of their nickname. And so is a lot of other people, you know, from different areas. And here's the thing. When I left Dublin, when ecstasy first hit Dublin, you know, the crime rate went down, the murder rate went down. Go look at statistics in them years where everybody, it didn't matter where they weren't from Ballyer anymore. You know, we were all there to dance and to enjoy it, and ecstasy was like our Woodstock. The asylum was Dublin's, and Manchester had the Hacienda, Liverpool had Cream, Sheffield had Up Your Ronson, Cork had Sir Henry's. Do you understand what I mean? You see, the asylum is being Dublin's most notorious nightclub still. Because back then, I got to know a lot of household lads' names who would go on to end up allegedly running the fucking city. There's the docks. You control the docks. It's fucking there, mate. It's fucking there. Any Scouser will tell you that. Or anybody from Ballyer will tell you that. You see, it's the same in every city in the UK. You know, you have tough guys from everywhere, and they're all competing with each other. They're all trying to outdo each other. Some of them are even setting each other up and ringing the police and tipping them off. And that's the kind of criminality you're dealing with. You know, listen to me, yeah? If you're a normal law-abiding citizen and you pay your taxes, it's okay for you to ring up the police and report me if I set your car on fire. Right? Do you understand? That's your right. You pay taxes. You know, you're a civilian. But you get people, right? Now, I was watching a video of Sam Walker made, right? And he's right in what he said. Because you get all these high-level drug dealers, right? Telling on the smaller dealers, right? Just to give the fish a bone. Do you understand? And they're getting left alone. You know, like, get it? Like, you know, especially in Liverpool. Listen to me, yeah? There's a lot of tough families in fucking Liverpool, yeah? And Sam Walker, it's like he's legit now. He's a fucking diamond dealer. You know, renting private fucking planes and all to go fucking to ABC and fucking D. That's what you call a baller's life, isn't it? Selling diamonds. You know, Sierra Leone, that's blood diamond shit. You know. But I like Sam Walker. You know what I mean? Because he's not wrong what he said. In every city in this country, yeah, you have rats that are telling the fucking police A, B, C, and fucking D. You know what I mean? Setting their fucking mate up so they can stamp on them to get up that ladder. You know, may I listen to me, yeah? You know, telling on people can get your family annihilated. Say, honestly, you know, here, stay away from all that life. You know, education's the way forward. And we should be pushing the kids, the next generation, to tell them here, education's the way forward. We were super brave when we were younger. We did reckless things. We were involved allegedly in criminality, you know, to its finest, you know. But like I said, when I left Dublin, it's not the fucking city it is today. You know, and I've been around bousies. Good fellas and bad fellas. Bad fellas that turned into good, and good fellas that turned into bad. Because I wasn't a good fella, I was a bad fella. Good fellas don't sell heroin, do they? Good fellas don't have weapons found in the house, do they? What's that about? That's not law, that's criminality. And you know, you deserve that. You deserve it. But if you don't learn from it after 13 times, now, or how many ever fucking times you broke the law, it's like you're never going to learn, you know. And prison isn't for me because I scared the bollocks out of me, you know, because I hadn't got me mates to watch me back, you know. So they sent 3 people on the attack that fucking missed. But I was that close to being blinded. You know, and only for Sam Maguire to rest his fucking soul. Give me a radio. I don't think I'd have been here today. Because that big fella would have just sitting on me. That'd have been it, closing the door. You know, and here, making it look like an accident. Like I said, this fella grabbed the only photograph out of my hands I had in 5 months on remand, watching my son's picture every night, just thinking about him. And this cunt robbed me picture, yeah? You're not leaving this jail alive. And here, you won't leave with your eyes, so you won't be seeing your son again. I went in the toilet and I spewed me ring up. You know, and I prayed to me granny, me strength. I says, Granny, anybody that comes in this fucking cell, mate, I will kill them. I'm not getting out of it. I'm not going to see mine again. Well, then you're not going to see yours. But he fucking missed, didn't he? Look at me eyes, so you missed. You big elephant, you. I sat on top of you and tuned you in with Sam Maguire's War fucking radio. You big bowsy. Rest in peace to Sam Maguire. Right here, I'm gonna fuck off. I hope you all have a fucking good evening. I've had a fucking mad few days, okay, and I'm very fucking tired and I feel irritable. You know, so here, just stay on my cell tonight, yeah? You what? You fucking heard what I said. Fuck off! Get out! Or I'll send one of me pals down to see you. I'll send Lee Marvin to come and knock at your cell door. Or I'll get Harpo to knock at your cell door. Yeah. Yeah, what you doing tonight, Jude? You bowsy. Do you know that's my pal? You know there, he's family to me. What you doing? You trying to violate, man? Listen, you ain't violating him. And you know something? See Sam Maguire? Sam Maguire stood up for me. And he could have gotten himself hurt and into trouble. You know, these three fellas were stood in front of him, waiting to bash me. He said, it's not happening. It's not happening now and anyway. The screw come over. He says, everything all right here? Yeah, everything's grand. Isn't it, boys? Yeah, we'll see you later. Yeah, I'll be waiting for you, darling. You know, I went back into my cell and said that was a stupid thing to say, and I got sick. Tough guy. I tried it. You know, no, it's not for me. You know, all I wanted to do was to get out and see my son, and I'd have killed the governor if I meant it. Just to see me son one more time, because I promised him I'd see him soon. And I don't break me promises to me kids, and like I said, you know, that's all I wanted to do, was to do me jail and not let me jail do me. I just wanted to get out with me eyesight, and that would have been extra. And it has been extra, so we're away. God bless you all, and I'll see you sometime tomorrow. Like I said, I feel like shit. My son has been getting sick all night, beating me in the back. Me missus is throwing up. I have the midget throwing up too. So it's fucking fantastic here right now. But I'll be honest with you, I've never been afraid in my life, right? And, you know, for 12 weeks, every day, I couldn't walk into the cell with me back to the door. I had to walk in backwards. It was just a habit. They could have picked me off anytime they wanted. You know, it's like, but after the first miss, you know, it's like, that learned me. Never walk into your cell, mate, like with your back to the door. That's a mistake. You know what I mean? It's like, and I learned from that. You know. But I didn't just learn from it. I grew from it. You see, I was terrified, and I'll tell you this, because all I wanted to do was to do me jail, right? But because of stupid fucking people in the prison, chancers, you know what I mean, trying to test me, you know, to see if I trigger or whatsoever, you know, and I'm not joking, I was terrified. I've never been that scared in my life, anticipating how creative these cunts are. You know, a bit of fucking hot water and fucking sugar making take your eyesight. You know, and these cunts wanted to hurt me, and I didn't even do nothing on them, but here, what, you think you're going to come in and violate me and me not doing nothing about it? Yeah, I don't think you understand who's in the cell here. I don't care. You know, you come in to hurt me and you slipped on the floor. Now it's my turn. Fucking son. Anyway, I'm going to go because I know I'm about to trigger, but I'll be back on tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. Good night. Now,